Steve Rosenbaum. Welcome to SteveGarfield.tv on the Pulse Network.
We all make stuff. You are far more prolific a video maker than the average, person, but everyone increasingly makes content. They record videos or they make tweets or and all of a sudden our life starts to be able to be chronicled in these media moments that, for someone as media kind of savvy as you, I think you'll be surprised when you just like that video, that great, meetup video that you found. Like there's all these gems that some of which you remember and some of which you don't, that kind of make up the digital story of our lives. And I think, that's the world we're now living in, and our kids are going to be living in for sure.
Right. So Magnify, it's also a site for people to use in addition to companies to use to curate content. So if someone were to set up an account on Magnify, how would they use it?
Okay, so let's go back and I'll tell you kind of how we got. So the Magnify is a 4-year-old company based in New York, venture-backed. We started out thinking that we were going to be a consumer platform that would allow everyone to gather video. What we found was, particularly going back 4 years, there weren't a lot of people like you, but there were a lot of companies and magazines and publishers who wanted to become curators of video. So what we ended up doing was embracing the idea of giving publishers and now brands like Patagonia and increasingly New York Magazine and The Week and Weekly Standard and lots of other folks the ability to say, you've got an editorial worldview. People don't want to see every video with the keyword London fires. They want to see the 10 most telling, important, newsworthy, emotional, thoughtful videos. And what's interesting about curation is, if Steve Garfield curated a London channel and Steve Rosenbaum curated a London channel, they wouldn't be the same.
Curation Nation, and it's talking about how to find the good stuff online, really, right?
So it began with a kind of a dare that I kind of gave myself, which is this word curation just a silly buzzword that's going to get lost in the scrap heap of time, or is it really a fundamental turning point in the web? And I went out to kind of research the thesis that the web has been heretofore owned by algorithms and databases and is now going to in the future be owned by human beings. And I have to be honest, I wasn't convinced that the thesis would pan out. I had my fingers crossed because I like human beings and I would like to see them, beat the robots over time. But the truth is, I was surprised at how, in my research, how many people see the next phase of the web as being kind of a curatorial phase.
Thank you so much for joining me here on SteveGarfield.tv. It was great talking with you, really.
I'm glad to be part of the Week of Steve.